Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 21 chat.
Oh my god, it's episode 31.
It's the episode before the double eviction.
Baby. Last time, Christy and Jess were nominated.
By Jackson.
Jess is clueless.
Yeah, and she's also Jackson's target.
Christy's up on the block 4 times in a row, baby.
I gotta say, if she does make it to the final 2,
she's deserving.
That's gonna be a hell of an argument for her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, she's pulled off some masterful stuff here.
She's had Christy's funeral.
Basically.
I mean, really.
Maybe it's more like Christy's wake. I don't know if it was a full-on funeral, but it was at least a wake.
She was a dead girl walking.
I guess.
And she turned that, she flipped
pulled
that.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so
nominations are over, so now it's all sinking in.
Jess is upset.
She is. She did not see this coming. She thought she was good with Holly and Jackson. She was just like, why am I up on the block?
Jess is upset because she just wanted to prove that somebody that looks like her can do something on this show.
I mean, she did take out Jack, which was like a big deal.
Kind of by accident.
Sort of. But I feel like...
She didn't really know what was going on.
I gotta say, she really did turn the season around, though. Because, like, that really could have really gone in the toilet.
It was pivotal.
It could have gone in the toilet.
Yeah.
For real. But yeah, after she did that, I feel like she hasn't really done anything. And I think in her head, she was like, I took out Jack. I'm gonna check out now.
Yeah.
Like, it really feels like that. I don't know. You gotta do more. You gotta do more.
Alright, well, according to Holly and Jackson, it's Labor Day weekend. We don't do anything on a Friday night before Labor Day weekend, Holly.
Okay, so here's what's going on. There was a massive Labor Day weekend blow-up between Holly and Jackson. It was a multi-day event.
Pay-per-view on HBO?
It was on CBS All Access.
And it was dirt cheap.
BB Viewer, if you prefer. This shit went on, seriously, it was a multi-day thing. It's tough to include all of that in this edit.
Yeah.
I feel like
You think they did it justice?
No.
Okay.
Okay, here's some things. Okay, so this fight, I don't even know where to start. If you want like a better breakdown of it, check out the spoilers from this past weekend because I talked about it a good deal. But basically, Holly was upset because she was starting to feel like...
I don't matter.
Yeah, she's starting to feel like she is only seen as Jackson's showmance on the show. She's not like her own person. She never gets to talk about her own family in the diary room. She gets to talk about Jackson's and all this stuff. But she was also pissed at Jackson because he wanted to like say something to Tommy and Christy that was personal between the two of them.
Right.
And she was like, no. And he kept like bringing it up and she's like, no. And that was annoying her. Plus, she just felt like he was being a douchey frat boy and like telling all these college stories that she did not enjoy.
Well, according to the show, it was just a little bit of, I need space. When I'm in a 74-day relationship in the Big Brother house.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, 74 days in the Big Brother house is like a lot longer on the outside.
Yeah, but there's no hiding. There's no blowing off some steam with the girls.
Sure.
Or boys. There's no, I'm going home to my house now. See ya.
Mm-hmm.
It's 24/7.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick players for the veto.
Okay. Wait, oh yeah, okay, so also, sorry, another thing that set her off, this was the conversation between Holly, Nicole, and Jackson up in the HOH room where Jackson kept touching his wiener and like playing with himself. I'm not kidding. And,
oh, I know you're not.
Holly was talking about how she wants more of like her own personality and more of her own life on the show, so she wants to start her little talk show, Hot Takes with Halls.
Right.
And she was like, oh, I want to start it tonight. Like, it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to interview every house guest. And Jackson was like, well, I don't want all
Labor Day weekend.
my personal info. I don't want those conversations out there for everybody. And Holly's just like, And then he was like, yeah, don't do it on a Friday. And don't do it this weekend because it's Labor Day weekend. And a few days before that, he was like, you can't do it this night because it's campaign day, blah, blah, blah. Right. So he always has a reason why she shouldn't do it. And she was just like, let me have this.
And Nicole said, I have to leave, Mom. Yeah, you're fighting.
How awkward do you think Nicole felt during that conversation? First the freaking wiener touching, then the mom and dad fighting. She had to get out of there.
Makes me feel more awkward than somebody touching their wiener right in front of me. I don't care if it's through the clothes, under the clothes. Keep your damn mitts off the wieners.
All right, well.
Or anything.
Yeah, so then there was a little break from the drama.
Don't be scratching your ass. Don't be touching your wiener. Adjusting your penis clamps.
Okay. They picked players for the Power Veto competition.
Jackson selected young, quiet Nicole.
Everyone was so excited too because this is only the second competition that she's been picked to play.
Second POV competition.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So good for you, Nicole.
Yeah, she was very excited. Christy picked Tommy.
Oh my god!
They're practically related.
Yep. And then Jess got House Guest Choice, so she got to pick between Cliff or Holly. And obviously,
that was pretty much a no-brainer.
Yeah, she picked Cliff. And Cliff was like, oh, I'm so excited. If I win, I'm leaving Noms the same.
Oh.
I mean, he's not going to use the veto because that could mean Nicole going up.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do that.
No. I mean, she didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Holly and Mickey, back to the drama. She gave him coffee and he blew her off.
He said thanks, but it wasn't gracious enough for her. But to be real here, he was being a douchebag to her for sure.
Yeah.
From the night before into that morning, he was ignoring her. He was acting like extra buddy-buddy with everyone else. So it was like a slap in the face. And he was...
telling his stories.
Yeah, he was like ignoring her for real. And it was really ticking her off. So that was upsetting. And then she was also upset that she wasn't picked to play in the Power Veto because she never gets to be on the show, blah, blah, blah. So it was a lot of things compounding here.
Well, she went over to him.
She was like, you're really gonna ignore me?
I will not be ignored.
She called him an effing a-hole. And he was like, we're not doing this here in front of everybody.
Right. She took off.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Then Christy came over to Holly because Holly went to the camp bedroom. And
Holly's ranting to Christy about her issues with Jackson.
He's young. He's 24. He's naive.
Why are you freaking letting him be like that to you?
You old buzzard.
Dump his ass. Oh, it's so hard to watch. It is so hard to watch.
She can't. She likes the young ponies. Holly feels like she's not valued. Oh, hello. Hello.
I'm sure part of the reason she's trying to stick with him is because of the game, and it's like, where are you supposed to go? You know, would you want to, like, be locked in a house with somebody that you just dumped for another 3 weeks?
Yeah, I'd rather that than be treated like crap for the next 3 weeks.
I'm just trying to think of, like, why she could possibly still be trying to hang on to this relationship. And yes, I said relation shit.
Alright.
Okay, so
more Holly and Jackson drama.
This part actually happened after the Power Veto competition, but I guess they put it all together because they wanted to group all the bleh and then have like the later.
Yeah, also they always show the Power Veto competition at a certain time in every episode.
Yeah, more like halfway through at least or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, also there hasn't been...
Why are you being so mean to me?
There also hasn't been a ton of stuff going on this week, so they need filler. Yeah, so she was like, why are you being so mean to me, Jackson?
I tried to make you happy.
Just a fun little extra thing in here. You know how he was opening the wine bottle?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be saving that for like a date night for them.
Oh.
But he decided, oh, I'm going to open this during the argument. And she was like, Jackson, stop. And he was like, I won this fair and square. I'm going to have my wine like a big boy. So So, yeah.
He said he's done. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt.
He said, you called me an effing a-hole in front of 4 other people in the house, or 3 other people in the house, and all of them, America, and my mom's gonna see that, my dad's gonna see that, my family and friends are gonna see that.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen it all. Mention it all. We've seen it, you pompous douchebag.
Yeah.
Okay? Her calling you an effing a-hole is not gonna change anything about how we view you. We've seen it.
My favorite part was when he said he's not doing it on CBS.
Ah!
You already did.
Oh my god.
So Holly's upset. I've never felt so low. I've never felt worthy.
I mean, he was treating her like garbage.
Yeah.
This edit did not show the magnitude of this argument. Like I said, this was a multi-day and night argument.
Multifaceted.
Yeah. It went on forever and ever. And he was just telling her over and over again all the things that she's done wrong. Mm-hmm. And he was like, this whole time, everything I've done has been for you. I've always supported you.
I've always told you how much I liked you.
I slept with Kat for you.
It was so lame when she went to go cry by the door, facing the door, and he freaking Mr. Beaned and opened it.
Oh my god!
Get out!
Oh.
Then he went to the picture of him and his mom.
I love you, mama.
And then he walks out, and she's in the treehouse crying in her hood.
Guess what? This is how I felt for 3/4 of the season. I just want to go into my shirt. Yeah, so like I said, that went on for a really long time, and I think they were quite kind to Jackson in this edit.
Yeah.
As bad and as douchey as he looked here, it was the tip of the iceberg. I will tell you that. And it just made me feel so sad for Holly because I don't understand why she is freaking chasing after this 24-year-old jerk.
She likes the ponies. You know what? Let's make this right. Violence never solves anything, kids. Don't do that.
All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right, stop. Okay, so then it was time for the Power Veto competition.
It's
in this alternate timeline.
Hide and go veto.
Yes.
This is
This
always
is now a classic.
very upsetting to me.
Because of the mess.
I hate it.
The mess is one thing, but it's crazy when they actually pull the furniture apart. And you see like where all it's all stapled and yeah,
and how they made it this season, and
yeah,
when Tommy pulled the boat apart.
Oh, the boat room.
All right, well, they didn't play games this year. They gave them some big ass life preserver vetoes to hide.
We're not trying
to
sit out here.
Cards.
We're not trying to sit out here during this comp for 8 hours on Labor Day weekend.
That's right.
Yeah, so they had these big-ass life preservers to hide.
They were really big.
They were pretty large.
Would you say that they were probably like the size of a pizza almost? Like a smallish, medium pizza?
Maybe a personal pizza.
Yeah.
What's that, like a 10-inch maybe?
12.
Okay, maybe.
12, 14? Yeah. So you had 2.5 minutes to hide your big-ass personal pizza.
Yeah, and of course, there are certain rooms and certain spots that are off limits. Like, you're never allowed to go
Don't touch the diary room.
Yeah, no diary room, no HOH room, like all those things. They gave them a list of places that they could not hide.
You're not allowed to tear apart the walls. Or remember what, was it last year or 2 years ago where they tried to like pull apart the wall in the lounge and like stick it between the...
Oh, because like there was that, there's always like a custom made piece in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the blue couch, I feel like.
Yeah, something like... Yeah, the wall... Yeah, that was last season, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? It was either last season or 2 seasons ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, and they were like, no, you can't put it in there. Alright, so... Jackson wiped out on his first trip into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately found... Oh, wait, let's talk about the hiding first. He threw the comp because he tried to make his obvious.
He's saying he threw it, but like, did he? I don't know. I don't know about that. But I also want to say, too, a lot of people were suspecting that this competition was coming up, so they had already been planning hiding spots. But I think they didn't get to use their best ones because either A, the thing wouldn't have fit in there, or B, they were like, you can't hide it there.
Right.
Like, those spots were off limits. So they had to think of something else on the fly.
I think they were actually, like, talking about putting it in the walls or whatever.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
Behind the furniture that doesn't move or, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so Jackson found Jess's immediately because he said, where does Jess spend all of her time? In bed.
Yeah.
So he went right to her bed and found it.
Right under a mattress like that? You've seen the show before.
A freaking pillowcase that's a way different color. It stood out like a sore thumb.
I mean, it was going to stand out either way, but you know they're always flipping beds. Come on. Come on.
Nobody looked in the fridge.
No, they looked in there, but they didn't throw everything out. I feel like they had a pact that, like, certain things cannot be touched. Like,
no
just
watermelons?
in their group.
I would have cut open a watermelon and slid it in there and
I don't know if it would have fit.
Stuck it together.
I don't know. There were a lot of jokes about doing that. I know Nicole was talking about that a lot.
All right. Well, Jackson found
a lot of them.
Veto, and at that point, the house was already a mess. It was already a mess. And then Tommy found Jackson's.
Right.
What'd you think of Nicole's hiding spot? I think it was a little obvious.
Not great. Not great. Well, she was also like, I'm going to hide this basically in plain sight and hope that people just overlook it. But
yeah,
it was found very early on.
Yeah. I'm shocked that Jess found Christie's.
Why?
Because I thought under the rug would have been a pretty good spot.
Well, yes and no, because, like, how thick was that? Like, if you stub your toe on it or something.
I don't think she saw it.
It looked like Christy put the stool over it, so if the stool was then moved and you were, like, walking there, you'd be like, ooh, there's something here, and it looks like it's the same shape of the thing we're supposed to be looking for.
Where would you have hidden it?
I don't know. I would have to, like, survey the house and pick out a spot.
I think I would have padded up some clothes and put it in, like, something that was hanging.
Like, I feel like somebody did that in the last few seasons.
Yeah. I think that was pretty successful, too. I wouldn't have hid it in a Ziploc bag full of dirty underwear, though. That's for sure.
Okay, so anyway, Jackson found Cliff's. That was the last one to be found, which means that Tommy won the power of veto.
Yeah.
But this is interesting because Jackson and Cliff were they went walking around the house multiple times before this competition being like, oh, if it's hide and go veto, like, what are your hiding spots? So that we don't find each other's, because they're working together and they wanted Jess to lose this, so they're like, let's not let Jess win.
So then after the comp, was Cliff like,
yeah, he was kind of like, why'd you find my veto? And Jackson was like, oh, I thought you said it was in, like, the buck room, not the bathroom. I thought there was a good chance that Cliff would have won if...
What's the buck room?
The target room.
Oh.
I feel like Cliff could have won if Jackson didn't do that. What was he thinking?
You know what? The result would have been the same anyway.
No, because Cliff would have left the nominations the same.
Yeah, but wouldn't Jess still get voted out?
Yes, I guess, but there's still the chance that they could have been like, oh, Christy's the bigger target, she needs to go. So, I mean, who knows?
She had the votes, though.
Who knows what could have happened? You know, anything can happen in a matter of minutes in this house.
Yeah. All right, so Tommy takes everyone and shows them that he hid it in the round sex bed.
No!
Where Jackson, and Tommy all did a Tommy sandwich in there, remember? Like first week in the house.
I don't even remember all of the stuff anymore.
All right, so that very bed.
They were all like, oh my god, that's such a genius spot.
All right, well, back to Holly and Mickey.
This was like their makeup thing on, what was it, Sunday morning? When Holly was like, oh, I got my period, like, that was a PMS thing, I'm sorry. So she's still like, I'm sorry, like, take me back. Stop!
Said, well, we have to work together, because we're not gonna, you know, not gonna turn on each other now, we're all we have.
Yeah, and she was all like, is that all you want?
Do you want more? And he said, nah.
He said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Holly better freaking start running when this show is over.
She is gonna follow him around like a little puppy.
I hope her family and friends let her know, like,
Hope they do an intervention.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's time for the POV ceremony.
Okay.
And Tommy uses the veto on Aunt Christy.
Duh!
How is everybody in the house not like, why are these two together?
Well, it's hard now because they've all been in there for so long. But honestly, they've been slipping up a lot lately. Like little slips here and there in conversations. So I don't know if people are just ignoring it at this point or what. Or if they're just not picking up on it. I mean, if you're not looking for it, maybe you don't pick up on it. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Like, it's obvious to us, of course, but...
All right, so Jackson puts up Cliff. Because he said he'd be a pawn.
Yeah, Cliff volunteered to be a pawn. He's got the votes to stay. Okay.
Tomorrow's a double eviction, baby.
I'm so excited for this double. I've been waiting for this.
Who do you want to see go in the double?
I think you know the answer to that.
Mickey.
Yeah. Sorry to all the Jackson fans out there. That's just how I feel.
I wouldn't mind seeing Mickey, but if I couldn't have Mickey, I'd want to see Holly.
I just feel sad for Holly. Makes me sad.
Sad enough to hand her the $500,000?
No.
Okay.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, do you think there's any chance that Jess could flip the votes?
No.
No? We'll see what happens. So let us know your thoughts on this episode. And until tomorrow for the double!
Baby.
Much love!